You probably heard about ChatGPT, which is an artificial intelligence or AI that has created so much buzz and anxiety since it was released late November of 2022. We have people who are saying that it's going to take their jobs from them, and we have people who are really excited about it, but a lot of people, especially teachers, are really worried about the implications of people producing original thought. So ChatGPT is basically like Siri if she did what she was supposed to do. You know that when you ask Siri a question, she basically takes you to the internet with a bunch of web results. Well, ChatGPT gives you actual answers in real time within a matter of seconds. And the potential with ChatGPT is pretty incredible if you look at it the right way. A lot of teachers are understandably nervous and worried about the implications of ChatGPT and what it can do to education, especially when it comes to cheating. But what they may not realize is that ChatGPT can actually help students and teachers and can be a major game changer in education. So in this video, I'm going to cover how ChatGPT is going to be your new teacher's assistant and free up so much time for you. But first, I'd love it if you would assist my channel by clicking on the like and subscribe button, because it actually assists the YouTube algorithm and sends out this message and this video to everyone that really should be hearing it. Here we go. The first way is that it can write lesson plans. Now, many of you have a set curriculum that you're given by your district, but what if you don't? What if you go to a new school and the only thing that you're provided with is your teacher desk and student desks? ChatGPT can give you lesson plans for specific objectives for pretty much any subject and for any standard. I asked it to write an introductory lesson for the Salem witch trials. It gave me the objective, materials needed, direct and indirect instruction, guided and independent practice, and even how to assess the students. I even asked it to write a 9-month curriculum map for English 7 using the Common Core standards. And it totally gave me this, which is a great starting point if you're a new teacher in general, or especially to a new subject or grade. Next, it can give feedback on student work. It can even grade an assignment if you give it guidelines and a rubric. I inputted a student paragraph and asked it to give me feedback, and it gave some great suggestions. And if I had asked it to, it could have gone even further and given me more detail. If you outline exactly what you want it to look for, it'll definitely do that, as well as giving suggestions on how to improve. Can you imagine the amount of time that you would save if you could use this to grade writing assignments? It'll even grade math assignments and multiple choice tests if you give it an answer key. The next way that ChatGPT can be your personal teaching assistant is by explaining or reteaching concepts to struggling students. Having a student struggling with multi-step equations, or maybe they don't understand how to write a hook, ChatGPT can do that. You can even specify what grade level that you want ChatGPT to explain this concept to, so that it can make sure that it's understandable for that particular age. You can even use it to create additional supports and scaffolds for your struggling students. For example, I tested it out and I wanted it to give me quotes from the story Rikki Tikki Tavi that show that Rikki Tikki Tavi was the true hero. It did exactly that. It gave me 10 different quotes, and how I would use that is I would provide that to my students on a worksheet, and I would have them choose from those quotes and then write their own explanations on how that proves that Rikki Tikki is the hero. And now that I'm thinking of it, you can even just use those quotes to teach how to write explanations, because the quotes are already there. It's definitely a quote on how they're a hero, and now you just practice with the students the proper explanation. So if you struggle to find a way to reteach a concept for someone who's struggling, maybe you just don't know how to say it a different way, ChatGPT will absolutely do that for you. ChatGPT will write emails and basically any other type of writing that you need to do. First, it can write emails, but even better, a response to emails. If you don't have the mental bandwidth at the end of the day to respond to maybe a snarky or demanding email, you can input that email into ChatGPT and ask ask it to respond and tell them what tone you want to use. On one of my videos on this YouTube channel, I received kind of a negative and strange comment, and I like to respond to all comments regardless if it's positive or negative. So I put it into ChatGPT and I asked it to respond in a positive way. It gave me a great response that I tweaked just a little bit to make it apply to teaching, and it saved me so much time. Something that I'm really excited about is that ChatGPT can level texts for you, meaning it can write according to your particular grade level that you teach. So I put in an article that was a little too advanced for my students, but I definitely wanted them to read, and I asked ChatGPT to write it for middle schoolers, and then I refined it even more and said write it for 7th graders. And then I also asked it to add subsections so that way it would have subheadings and it would be easier for the students to follow along. ChatGPT did a wonderful job of doing that. I actually did this with the aforementioned Salem witch trial lesson. I wanted an article, but I didn't want to have to look for the perfect article for middle school. So I just asked ChatGPT to write it. I said, write an engaging article about the Salem witch trials for middle school students and add subheadings. And it did. It gave me this awesome article. And then I thought, you know what? I want it to be a little bit more exciting. So I said, add a section with shocking information, and boom, it was done. Now, I did verify some of the facts just to make sure, because some people have reported that at times ChatGPT produces inaccurate information, but I checked it and it all worked out fine. And I was actually really satisfied with it. Now, to take this to the next level, ChatGPT will write quizzes for you. This totally blew my mind. After having ChatGPT write that Salem witch trial article, I asked it to write a 10-question multiple choice quiz, and it did it within a matter of seconds. And you could do this with any concept or any text. You just have to input the information that you want it to quiz on, and then it'll produce the quiz. And what I love about this is that you can actually ask it to create multiple quizzes, and you can have those be different versions to quiz the same concept. That way you can give out different versions of the quiz so that students are less likely to cheat. Or if there's a retake, you already have another quiz, a different quiz ready to go. And a bonus reason why ChatGPT is going to be your favorite teaching assistant, and I haven't been able to test this out yet because of the limits in my district, is you can connect ChatGPT to a learning management system like Google Classroom, and it can grade your assignments and send feedback directly to the students without you having to do anything. On top of that, it can also give feedback on what students need to work on. It can assess what type of remediation or supplemental materials that your students need, and it'll send them articles or videos or worksheets or additional work so that they can improve. Can you imagine the implications of this? This is personalized learning at its best. And at the moment, ChatGPT is free. If I could connect my Google Classroom to ChatGPT, I would already be testing this out. But Google Classroom is being run by my district, and I don't think they're ready for that just yet. So these are just 6 ways that ChatGPT can help you in the classroom. If you can get past the anxiety and hand-wringing about the cheating aspect of ChatGPT, it really can be a game changer. It has the ability to save you so much time and streamline processes, and it can actually really make our jobs easier. Isn't that what we want? Isn't that why so many teachers want to quit? Because so many aspects of our job is so hard. Maybe instead of having to spend so much time grading and responding to emails and filling out paperwork, we can leave that to ChatGPT so that we can focus on one-on-one time with the students, individualizing lessons, connecting with our students, working on classroom management. Now, I encourage you to mess around with ChatGPT and ask it to do outlandish things. I have, and sometimes it's pretty funny. I asked it to write a poem about my Shiba Inu, and it was pretty funny. So just try it. You just have to go to OpenAI. You can just Google OpenAI or Google ChatGPT, and it'll take you there, and it's easy to sign up, and it's free. You're going to be amazed at what it can do. Like I said, it can produce a menu. It can give you a workout based on how much you weigh and what your goals are. There are no limitations to what ChatGPT can do. If you're Googling it, stick it into ChatGPT. Now, maybe ChatGPT can't pinpoint why you're so unhappy with teaching right now. So go ahead and click on this video to see how your past experiences in school are affecting how you're teaching right now.